as they wait for the lights to go out. The revs are building. Let's go racing.
Everybody's doing on brand new tennis time.
Howdy punters, yes, and welcome to yet another round of wheel-to-wheel racing. Mate, we are here tonight at one of the GT Originals high-speed ring. What a funky track this is, and to make it funkier still, it is as wet can be. Oh my God, these cars are like ice skates out there. They're chewing up those wet tyres like nothing else. And to help us through this night, we have a wheel-to-wheel stalwart with us who took his cherry in comms last week. Zuzu, you're almost furniture around here, buddy. How's it going tonight?
Hey, gentlemen. I'm guessing on the footstool, but I'll take it.
Yes, and joining Zoo in the comm box tonight, it's good to hear the golden microphone is back. Mid-Drisky, buddy, it's been a while. How are you?
Good, thanks, Dodgy. G'day, Zoo. It's good to be back. It's been a while. I've come down off the mountain. I don't know whether or not I've picked up any insights for life, but it's great to be back in the box again and commentating the Div 1 guys.
Awesome. Well, we do have a big night ahead. 2 races to go in the GR3s. Take us away, Zoo. What are we looking at tonight?
Well, we're looking at a quick 8-lap race in the wet. Full wet, so there'll be a few boys running maybe the wet weather tyres, and some might be on the intermediates with a bit more confidence. And then we're looking at a 33 lap race. You might have to correct me if I'm wrong there. And that's going to be the difficult one. It starts off wet and it's going to dry out, and it's really going to test the boys to their capabilities and their car control.
Yep, that's all right, Zoo. It's, as Dodgy said, it's a fantasy track. First appeared in many versions of Gran Turismo long ago. And it's one of those ones that it is a great track for you to test fast cars on. Except for tonight, we've thrown in a bit of rain, so it's anything but easy. So the guys will have to have their wits about them and make sure that they're really attentive to everything that's going on, including the wet. So it'll be interesting to see. Also, the second race will be 35 laps, so that one's going to be a little bit longer, but yeah, we'll see how they go with potentially 1, maybe 2 tyre stops there, but it'll be interesting to see what the guys decide to do.
Sweet. Well, what say we kick them off on that quali, gentlemen?
Will do.
100%.
I've got it right here now, and I'll let them go.
I will say apologies to those out there finding it on YouTube at the moment. Yes, it does say the Div 2 race for round 10. For some reason, it didn't keep my changes. We are definitely top split at round 14, high-speed ring.
Who's your money on, Midrisky?
Well, I must admit, depending on how the guys come out, I was just watching them earlier, and there seemed to be a mix of guys on wets and intermediates. That was a bit of a surprise to me. But I think from what I've seen in practice, Gimp and Mountain Goat are going to have a massive battle. But there's a couple other guys in there as well that we can't forget, of course, Seckers, Nuts also coming up, and Tombo's been having some fantastic results the last couple of weeks. So it'll be interesting to see exactly who ends up where after the quali.
Exactly. I've seen Gimp all week doing a bit of practice, and he has been super quick. Gimp's also filling in for Suit Lad, so I believe. So he's coming from a lower division, trying to putting his foot into the Div 1 door, and I reckon he's going to be a marked man.
Yep, and also we'll mention that DCE is filling in this week for CCH. DCE is having a bit of a break this season, but good to see him back on the track again, filling in for this Scuderia Quattrofoglio leader.
Just a question before we get into introducing these drivers, fellas. Was I right in seeing that most of these drivers are doing quali on intermediates?
I think you're right.
There's a couple of guys out there I've just noticed that Tombo's on wets. And I can't see... Oh, yeah, sorry. And Gimpman's on wets as well, so interesting.
Yeah, I would have thought most of them would be on wets for quali. But anyway, that's why I'm not racing.
I did a little bit of practice, and my wet weather tyres were pretty much exactly the same as my intermediate tyres, but I enjoyed the intermediates a little better, so I could see where they're getting at, but they're really, really close for times. So
Okay.
I couldn't imagine that even though Tombo's the only one on the wets, he is not going to be slow.
All right, so we might call them out at the moment. We've got right up front, leading the pack, we've got Seckers in the AMS Dam Hexagons, and right behind him we've got the team leader. We've got Dale in his NSX, I think it is, the Honda. Yep.
And right behind him we got Mountain Goat right up his tail. These boys are super close right now in the AMG Mercedes. And then after him, we got one of my favourite cars. It's a little Group 4 Alpha in DJ Stefko. It's an awesome little car to drive.
Right behind Stefko, we've got Super Dragon in the Future Studios, what's that, the Corvette? And right
Corvette.
behind him, yep, we've got CJS Pup in what looks to be, I think that's the...
Sylvia.
It's the Sylvia for the Hybrid Ag Drive 25 team.
And then right behind him we got Tombo, which would be running in CJ's slip. So Tombo would be looking to use his teammate into the enter of this lap to get something good happening. And then we got Scooter in the Porsche, the Cayman. It's been surprisingly quicker than what everybody thought it was, the Cayman. It's actually been a decent car.
Yes, well, I've got my fingers crossed for Scooter, and right behind him we've got Nux, new to Div 1 this season. Around in the TDR, Team Dodgy Racing, 180 Embroidery team. He's in the... is that the Alpha as well? Yep.
He's in the
That's a
feather.
Ferrari.
Oh, he's the Ferrari, is it? I can't
Yep.
tell from this view, okay. And right behind him we've got Dragon, Nuts, and we've lost... and
We're
there's...
back up to DCE.
DCE, yep.
In the Mustang, I'm gonna feel for DC in the Mustang when that tyre wear comes in. That car is so hard on its front tyres. And then following him, we got Oil, which is even worse on the front tyres in that little Sirocco. So
Wheel there for the Faggot Racing team. It's a zippy little thing, but I don't think the wet's helping it much this race.
nah, it's a great little car. The little VW Scirocco.
Quick run through. Seckers has come out with a 122.06, leading the field by just under half a second with Goat behind him. Doesn't better his lap there. Now we've got Goat right in the slipstream of Dale. They're both about to cross here. We'll see whether he can better his time. And he brings it down to just under 4 tenths. Dale less than a tenth behind him there, with DJ Stefko in 4th position, back 6 tenths back, and Nuts 8 tenths back in 5th.
Ooh, who's that stopped at the entry to turn 1 there? Looked like one of the FSR cars.
That was Dragon. He's decided to pull it up. He saw his second
He's putting
flying
his
lap
floaties
was...
on.
Yeah, that was the end of the
Oh, is this a
lap
hot lap?
practice.
Is it 2 hot laps, is it?
Yeah, pretty much just 2
yeah.
laps, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So it's
because
done.
the countdown. Yep.
Yep. We'll quickly run through them. Tombo in 6th, we've got Scooter in 7th, Pup in 8th, Gimp in 9th, which is a bit of a surprise. We've got Oil in 10th and Dragon in 11th and DCE in back 12th, bringing up the pack.
Just a quick hot point. Watch out for Dragon. He's a very good racer. So even though his lap time's not showing it, he's going to make it hard for the boys and definitely show his nose and make people work for their position.
Yeah, I was going to
So
say the same thing. Dragon's a racer. He's not going to let you by. You need to make your pass. It's got to be a smart pass. You've got to position your car. He's not going to let anyone through like it's some kind of a Disneyland day pass. So yeah, he's going to make people work for the pass.
And if you leave your door ajar, he'll have a look.
That's right.
He'll peek in 100%.
Okay, well, what do you say we jump on with Stefko in fourth place for this start? Because that little Alpha usually has a rocket start, but I'd like to see how it goes in the wet.
Yep, Georgie, what do you think about his qualifying? He's ended up right in that second row of the grid.
For someone whose first laps were last night, I think that's an awesome job.
Yeah, he's still not too bad. You've got Team Dodgy in fourth and fifth, and you've got Dam in first and second. So
I know what you're doing, Mid.
First and third.
I don't want your commentary curse on this right now. Come on.
just putting it out there that we've got.
Let's see how Goat goes. He's sandwiched in the middle between the Dam boys. I know that Mercedes launch is really, really good though.
Go,
So we'll
five
see
lights are on.
if he can keep up with these MR cars.
Oh, Gipman's got a fantastic start from the back as he goes past Scooter and Tombo coming up on the back of Nuts.
Stefko managed to get a hold of Dale.
Pretty much almost single file, but this isn't the corner that we want to be a little bit apprehensive. It's the next one coming up to see whether or not they can keep it clean. This is going to be really difficult. They're tightly packed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a couple of nudges.
Yeah, Gimp copped it there. He did well to bring it back.
All right, let's clean it up, boys. We got the race on now. It was that second corner that's going to make it difficult. Oh, I see TJ sliding straight in. He gives up the position to Dale.
Yep, there's Dragon coming up the inside of Gimpman, trying to make his way past. He's got it down there, I don't know. Oh, he's gone sideways a little bit. The Gimpman's gone past. Well, that was good. They're coming up to the final turn before the start of the second lap, and so far it's been relatively clean. And the guys look like they're starting to spread out a little bit, as we can see at the front. Goat and Seckers have got a clean pair of heels, a good second off Dale and DJ Stefko, so they're starting to put a bit of distance between them and the following pack.
Yeah, really clean start. It's so difficult on the first lap of this race. It's such a pressure, like a boiling point, a pressure cooker on the first lap.
We've got Scooter now coming up the inside of Tombo as they go into turn 2. Tombo pulls out in front. Scooter comes out behind. Oh no, he's hit the wall there. That's not going to help him. Scooter goes right by.
Oils also had a moment. I just jumped back to him. He's got a bit of damage and he's just jumping on track. I'm not sure what happened to Oil. I'm not sure if he could pull up a replay, but he's in 12th right now, so he's definitely had a big moment.
Yeah. He's a long way back.
No, that one didn't work. Let's see if we can go back with one more. No, unfortunately we've just missed it. We've just got him coming back on track. It was turn 1. He's just lost it and ended up down the bottom of the hill, so I haven't seen what's happened leading into it.
No drama. Look at him going single file down the main straight, all looking for that slip. Looking there. There's no point pulling out right now. If you're a couple of positions back, you might even want to do the bump just to get back up in the front group.
And as they've just started the third lap, Goat and Seckers have put on about 7 tenths from the guys in that since the last lap, so they're starting to really pull out that lead. And if it keeps going, it's only a short race of course, but that's going to be a hell of a gap to cover with 5 laps to go.
And Goat harassing the back of Seckers, really making him work for it.
Yep, I can't help but think that Goat may well be singing while he's doing this harassment and just waiting for the last lap.
Yeah.
He's got no intention of passing. He's just happy to sit on the back of Seckers.
I think he has to. That Mercedes is lacking a little bit of straight line speed, so he'll be looking for a dance partner the whole time.
Scooter now is on the back of Nuts, and he should get a pretty decent... Yep, he's right in his slipstream here. I imagine Nuts will be possibly done by the end of the straight. And slowly gaming.
I think as soon as he pulls out, he's going to miss that slipstream, and he's going to have to stick there. He's going to have to wait another lap, Midriski. I don't think he can... He's going to have to set it up really smartly with that Porsche.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you. That was not the corner to do the overtake. If anywhere, it's going to be this one here where the Porsche's got an advantage. So we'll see how he goes. They're getting pretty close to DJ Stefko now. There's 3 in a line, and he still couldn't do it. So he sits behind, but Nuts looks like he's coming up. No, he pulls back, hits the brakes, and lets DJ Stefko go through.
These boys must be sweating, Midriski. Look how close they're nose to tail, wet weather. It's such an awkward race.
Yeah, it is, because it's
so careful.
It's one of those tracks you're going so fast, and you can clearly see that you've got a bit of an advantage. But with the rain comes a little bit of hesitation, because the last thing you want to do is put anyone into the wall or send them off, because that will be a trip to the steward's room. And if you're going to pass, you want to do it cleanly. You don't want to lose the points. So you've got to be a little bit careful, yeah.
100%. So it's going to be... I think it's going to come down to the last... Everybody's going to follow line by line. I think it's going to come down to the last 2 laps. We'll start seeing some movements in the last 2 laps.
Oh, DC just coming around that last corner and just kept it together. Obviously he hasn't had much practice, and his lap times are showing, unfortunately. And of course with the Mustang, that's not helping him any either.
Give a shout out to Gimp Man too in that Lamborghini. Holding solid in 7th. Giving Scooter.
Yeah,
he goes purple. He goes purple. He's giving Scooter plenty of harassment.
I was going to say, Zoo, from 3rd all the way through to... Oh, Dragon just gives Pup a touch. Lucky not to send him off there. From 3rd all the way to 10th, there's one line of cars less or around a second to a second and a half apart, but they're not starting to distance themselves too much at all, so they're close enough that if anyone has a bit of a fault, they will definitely be so far behind there'll be no way for them to come back into the race.
It's definitely a battle of attrition, this race. You really got to stay smart and keep your lines.
Yep,
regardless.
I was going to say, we've got Scooter right on the bumper of Nuts, and right behind him, Gimp Man is just reeling him in. So now we're going to have 2nd to 7th within about, it's about a second and a half, I think. Oh, geez, they're getting really close now.
Oh, wow. Hopefully this doesn't end in tears. They're coming into the 2nd corner. Nobody's touching the wall. Look at these boys. They're utmost professionals. Nobody, not a spark flowing. They're all right on it, hey.
It's great racing, especially in the wet. Gimp's just looking for a way pass at the moment, but unfortunately it's not going to be an easy pass given that there's 4 cars in front of him. No matter where he goes, he's going to have 3 different car lines that the drivers are going through, so he hasn't got a clear pass, but now he's got a bit of a run on Scooter, gets up on the outside of him. This will be interesting coming into the last turn. Oh, and he's gone past him. Oh, just cut the nose off Scooter. That was close. And can Scooter hold on to him?
Oh, sorry. Up the front and 2nd, Mountain Goat is really harassing the back of Seckers. He is giving him braille all the way down the straight. He might have to, but he is so close. He's just trying to push Seckers into a mistake.
Yeah, that's as we said before. I think he's playing a strategy game here. He's decided he doesn't want to lead. He's happy to sit behind, making sure that he doesn't make any faults. Oh God, they're both pretty close there on riding the wall.
But still no sparks flying off, and he's 2 millimeters off his bumper. Look at these boys go. This is what happens. Oh, he's ducked up the inside.
Oh, Gimp Man's now on the inside of Nuts. There's two overtakes going on at the same time.
Oh snap! It's the Noah's Ark. They're all going 2 by 2.
Gimp's got past Nuts there, so now he's starting to close down on DJ Stefko. Gimp Man has been absolute lightning on this track this week.
%, he has. It's really got that Lambo flying.
These guys again, there's about 1.5 seconds between 2nd and 7th. 5 cars nose to tail down the straight, and everyone's just pulling everyone along. Quickly cover the guys behind. Tombo's about 1 second behind Scooter in that pack at the front at the moment, and 4.6 seconds behind him is Dragon, with just over half a second back to Pup. And then we've got 25 seconds back to DCE, and Oily has caught right up to DCE at the moment, and he's only 2 seconds off him, so he's...
Well, we got a change for the lead. Seconds wasn't happy, he was giving him a flash.
There's another flash.
Oh, he's definitely not happy. Oh, it's a lap 8 as well.
Yep, it's the final lap, and Goat's made his move.
That McLaren's got so much top end. If he can nail that last corner, he might be able to come back around him.
Got a good exit.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait here though. You can't do nothing.
He's still
up
flashing.
into this last corner. Yeah.
Still flashing the lights.
He's not happy.
It'll be a drag race. He just needs to get a good slip out of this last corner.
So you got an angry Seckers.
Oh, you got a good exit.
Nice,
this is going to be close.
Nice top end in that McLaren too.
He's got
really
him.
does.
He's got it.
Yeah, he's got him. Oh, and he gives him a bump over the line.
Oh,
just a good measure.
Back in 5th, 6th and 7th.
Oh, fantastic from Gimp there. And Scooter as well. They both passed Nuts and DJ Stefko. So both those guys coming from the 2 back positions to come in 4th and 5th. DJ Stefko in 6th. We got Nuts in 7th. Tombo in 8th. Dragon in 9th. Pup in 10th. And DCE coming around and in 11th. And it looks like Oiley's had another small incident which has put him 3.5 seconds off the back. So he's lost 1.5 seconds from last time we made that update.
Seckers must have loved that one, man. That just get him on the line. We'll see what the delta is in a minute, but he would have loved that. I know he wasn't happy about the pass before, but just to snatch him on the line would have been great.
That was a pretty close finish, and I don't know what the Div 3 was like, but it seems like this track is going to be remembered for these close finishes, because Div 2, I'm pretty sure that both races ended up with pretty similar results. Not too much of a gap between the podium runners.
Well, we've got some splits up there now. It's pretty interesting stuff there, fellas.
Yeah, it's...
Whew, look at that. Far out.
5 100ths of a second Seckers got Goat by. And then, then it runs down the table. Scooter and DJ were really, really close as well.
Yeah, fourth.
All within that 3 seconds mark, yep.
4th all the way down to 8th to Tombo, less than a second between them for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. That's phenomenal.
They will be sweating. So I think they'll be grabbing a Gatorade. They'll be having a couple of deep breaths, and they'll be getting ready for the big race 2.
Absolutely. Well, why don't we throw to some ads while they're getting that Gatorade into them? I will see you on the flip side, gentlemen.
I'm a gamer, a foodie,
a boss lady. I am sporty,
outdoorsy,
outspoken. I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned.
What I am not
is the same.
But none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world,
Dog walking.
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
Oh,
Yes,
he's so jumping.
and here we are back again, and I just want to add an extra big shout out to Perm Mobile, the sponsor of Wheel to Wheel, getting us on streams this season. Look, these guys, it is special that they do sponsor us, because we do have a fair few guys in this league that may have lost the ability to drive with wheel and pedal like most do, and it's people like Perm Mobile that get these guys on track. For instance, you know, we've got one guy in this div alone who's on controller because he doesn't have really the use of his arms and his legs, and he's one of the fastest drivers in the league. So shout out to Tombo and to Per Mobile. Zoo, how are we looking for the next race?
It's anybody's, Dodger. It is anybody's race. It's just one mistake and you're stuck behind, or you're just left behind. It's going to be anybody's races. It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, and just a quick update from Oily. He said he had a black screen for 10 seconds, so that was the reason for his setback in that first race. So not sure what happened there to him.
That's got a bite.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you have those technical issues, whether it be screen or wheel or pedals. It's never a good thing.
Okay, well, we've got another quali, so why don't we get them at it?
Yeah,
Will do.
send them off. So one hot lap, so it's going to be the best you can do. Still
That's
in the
right.
wet, like it's a wet race to start off with, yeah.
Yep,
So-
and some wise words from Prophet. This one goes out to Apex Humper. Wise men say, don't throw it in too late. There you go, there's the Elvis impersonation. It's a little bit croaky tonight, but we'll see how the boys go. They've only got one lap, as we just said, so hopefully they don't let the blood rush to their head. I don't know what's going on there, but who's that? That's DJ Stefko riding the wall like... Oh no, there he goes, he's out. So
big shout out to the Big H, and yeah, get back in here, lad. You got this.
yes, Apex having a bit of a holiday, a break from wheel to wheel. Long time member. And it's all go now. I don't know whether they're out at the moment. Yeah, they are. They're off and away. Tombo's first out. Super Dragon behind him. Scooter 82. Mountain Goat. Dale. DJ Stefko side by side. They're in and out of each other. Dale backs off. Lets DJ Stefko through.
Followed by
DCE.
DCE. Yep. Oh, and then, yep. And then we, oh, my camera's playing silly buggers. Oil's coming around that little Scirocco, and CJ Pup and that Sylvia right behind him. The S15 chassis. The drifters love the S chassis.
So, interestingly, Seckers has come out right at the back. He's not going to get any kind of slip there. And just going through the field, the only person that may be able to get a little bit of slip is we've got Scooter tailing Dragon, but he's still a way off. And the other two guys are, we've got DJ Stefko on the back of Mountain Goat. Mountain Goat just mucking around there, taking it easy around the second last corner. DJ Stefko is going to go past, as he does. As we go back, we've got CJ Pup close to Oil, but I'm not sure if he's close enough to get a slip.
Goat feels like, I feel like Goat's setting himself up nicely to get a full pull by Dale. We'll see what happens. So hopefully he gets a nice clear run, but he's definitely really close.
Looks like Dale might actually be pulling away from him a little bit. He might have lost the slip. He's right in DJ Stefko's slip at the moment, Dale is.
Yeah, nose to tail those boys. Oh, it's gonna get awkward here. Is it awkward? Dale and DJ. It's pretty awkward. Gate might be the winner of this one.
Just up front, we've got Scooter well within slip on Dragon. He's getting closer now. He's going to get if you get a little bit closer, you can get a really good exit off this last corner.
As he does.
The three guys behind are well within a tenth of each other. Goat now right on the back of Dale here. There's going to be a triple slip or a double slip.
We'll see what they pull out. If somebody makes a mistake at any of that train, it's going to slow them all up. So they're either going to do really well here, or they're going to get a little bit left behind. We'll see.
Tombo
end up mid-pack.
Tombo first across with the 122. Then we've got Scooter with a 122.5. Oh no, hold on, that's not right. Okay, so we've got Mountain Goat with a 22.4. Tombo with a 22.8. We've got Dale with a 22.3.
23.1 for Pup. 23.1 for Scooter as well. He's so close. He's only 0.02 of a second off Pup. Narks is... Oof.
By just under 2 tenths.
Gitman's only 0.03 of a second off DJ. 2 tenths for Oil after that. 1 tenth for Dragon. And DCE at the rear. Having a little bit of issues, but...
So it looks like we've got the two front row grid are the same from the previous race, Seckers and Mountain Goat. Tombo's made his way onto the second row. Dale is still there, was there from the first race. CJ Pup's come up as well, and Scooter 82 I think was on the third row as well from the first race. So slightly different makeup, but a little bit of a surprise there. I think some of the guys didn't quite get the lap in they wanted. Oh, and off we go. Who are we going to sit with?
Here we go. Oh, we should probably jump on with Dale. Dale gets an awesome start in that little Honda. It really launches well. So if we jump on Dawn with Dale, see what he can do off the start.
I'll sit on with Gimp Man, see how he goes again. And he's launched it again. Whoa, he's gone up the inside. Oh, he's been blocked, but he's got past Pup, coming up on the back of DJ Stefko. He's also got past Nuts. That thing is a flyer off the start.
Oh, look at Dale.
Yep.
Is he in second?
He is.
He's come
going
up
for first. There it is.
Oh, he's going for first.
Takes out his teammate almost.
Oh, and Goat's like, I'll have some of this.
Yeah, Gimp almost took out Tombo. Oh, he's up on the grass there. That's not going to help much. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Dale's going to the lay line. He's going to be left high and dry there, I think. Yeah, he's let Scooter go by, but that's okay.
Oh, congested into this. Oh, look at that. 2 and 3 wide. Still keeping it clean. Everyone's still getting through. 2 by 2.
Definitely the Noah's Ark here. 2 by 2. All the way through the... Through the Noah's Ark.
No.
Oh, it's a bit of a squeeze on the exit of turn 4.
Dragon just gave DJ Stefko a little bit of a touch. I think it was accidental as he just started to lose traction. The car went sideways, so he gave him a bit of a bump. But DJ holds onto it.
These boys are so clean in such treacherous conditions.
Tombo right on the back of Dale now. He's trying to make a pass there. Dale just cut him off. I don't think there was enough space there for Tombo to go through. It was unfortunate. But they're right on the back of Gimp Man here. So see if Gimp can hold on. He's in 4th. He's made a great start. He went from 8th or 9th to 4th. So
if Gimp Man can hang it together, he's going to be solid here. But under such pressure, it's so hard. There's major pressure.
Dale just gets it out of shape there and manages to keep it off the wall, but he did give it a bit of a nudge.
That is a problem on that corner in the MRs. If you tap that brake a little bit hard, it will send you straight into that wall.
Oh yes, there's a whole heap of moments where it's can I steer, and hopefully you point in the right direction. Right when do you get to the corner?
Well, all the way from 2nd back to 11th. There was a bit of a nudge there, and both Pup and DJ Stefko have gone back. Oiley's gone straight through between the two of them, up from 11th into 9th. DCE already fallen off 6 seconds only after the end of the 2nd lap, so this might be a long race for old DCE, unfortunately.
Dale's gone up the inside of Gimp Man, a little bit more straight speed, and he's got a little bit of a bump from Tombo behind him, so that's left Gimp Man out to dry a little tiny bit.
Yeah, there was a little bit of action coming out of that tunnel before the that last corner, and now they've sort of spread apart a little bit. Nuts is a second off the bit of a nudge there from, I think it was Scooter there on that wall.
These boys are really pushing hard. They've got to be careful too with the wall riding. It's been mentioned into the stewards' notes that using the wall as an advantage is not the way to do it.
Yeah, they will be keeping an eye on that, making sure that no one wants to take an unfair advantage.
Exactly
so
right.
Back up front, we've got Seckers and Goat, only 3/10 apart. Goat managing that AMG relatively well. Right in the slip of
100%.
Seckers now.
Seckers will be looking to break Goat at some point. If he can drop slip, he might have a small advantage. But we'll see how tyre wear goes with these boys and what strap they're running.
Yep, but at the moment they're nearly a full second faster than Scooter behind them, so they're starting to put that gap together. 2.4 seconds now. Dale right on the back of Scooter here. Scooter again. Oh no, they both hit the fence, and Tombo into the back of Dale. Gives him a bit of a bump. Now Scooter under some real pressure here. He's got 2 guys coming up on him.
Tombo looking a little frustrated right now. He sends it up the inside of Dale, which would be
Dale.
okay for him because he'll have the grippy bit of the track on the next corner. Dale right up on the inside. That's a slippy bit of track. We'll see what he can manage. Oh, Tombo
did well.
has a slide too. He just couldn't quite take advantage of it. But oh man, that was some good racing.
Yeah, and this battling has allowed Gimp to come back into the slip of these guys. So Gimp giving himself every opportunity to get on that podium.
And driving smooth too is Gimp. He's really keeping it clean, so we'll see if he can hold attrition.
Yep, so slight difference from the first race. Everyone on this race seems to be on intermediates. No one's decided to go for the wets, and of course that may have been it'll be interesting to see what the wets would have looked like after the track started to dry out, but obviously the intermediates are going to be a lot faster as the track dries out. Oh, that looked... These guys are getting really close to wall riding. There's a couple of incidents there.
Yeah, they got to settle down and be real careful. I know they're under pressure. They definitely got to settle it down though.
Yep. Scooter, Dale, Tombo and Gimp within a second and a half. At the moment, these guys are battling for third position.
Dale has a little bit of moment on exit, gets the gas a little early. Chasing down that Cayman or a scooter, we'll see what they can do down the straight.
Yep, Nuts is just under 9/10 away from him, so he's sort of sitting in no man's land at the moment, but if he can get some good exit here, he might be able to chase down at least Gimp and get in his slip, which he's done. He's down to half a second. 2.5 seconds back, we've got Dragon with Pup on his tail, and DJ Steph go right on the back of Pup, so we've got another group forming at the back there. Oh, a couple of little battles here. We've got Nuts just about to go around. Gimp is taking the high line. He's backed off just a touch there. Oh, and up in front. Oh, Dale's hit that wall hard.
Oh, that's given Tombo the okay to go through.
Yep, he definitely he didn't open the door, but unfortunately the contact was impactful enough that Tombo had good pace and corner speed and took him.
You don't have to ask Tombo twice, I can tell you.
No, you don't. He's showing that car's definitely giving him a bit of a hard time. Tombo's really got it on the edge.
100%, and you wait till the track dries out, that Supra is going to be a weapon.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, Zoo, that once that track does dry out, he's going to have a fair bit of power to put on the track.
Yeah, in following Tombo's Dale, obviously half a second, lost a little bit, but Gimpman's right there as well with Nux. Nux will be looking to help Gimpman around.
Yeah, Gimp's fallen off. He's fallen off a good second off the back of these guys, second and a half. So he must have had a bit of a moment there. But his last two laps have been the 23.5s. Nux gives him a bit of a nudge there. As they navigate that corner, he's got a better exit. We'll see whether or not Nux. Yeah, he goes on the outside. He's got a good run here on Gimpman.
That's the grippier line too, but it also sends you up to the slippery line on the second part of this little S's.
Oh, he's made it stick.
Oh, he's cleared him.
Yeah, he has. I think Nuts has been the first to realise that there is a little bit of less moisture on the track, so you can push it just a little bit harder. And after saying that, Gimpman's done exactly the same, and it's gone, oh, they touch a little bit there.
Yeah, Gimpman should work with Nux here. He should start, because that Lamborghini is so fast down the straights. Oh, so is the Ferrari, to be honest with you. So, but they should start working together.
Something to note as well, that Tombo's gone past Scooter up front as well, so I don't know what's happened there.
Well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a look. I can't see a problem with Scooter's. I can't see a problem with his last lap time, so I think Tombo just was in the right place at the right time, and he set himself his fastest lap of the race, which is a 21.6. Scooter up the inside.
Up the inside. Yeah, Scooter up the inside. I was going to say computer says no, but that pair of the Supra just got by Scooter there.
Yeah, the track's now on the 8th lap. The track is starting to lose the majority of the moisture, and it's not dry by any stretch, but it is definitely starting to be in a particular condition that allows the cars to put a bit more power down on the track.
What do you think the go-to strategy is here? Do you think you do a two-stop and you pit a bit early and try undercut and get those couple of seconds per lap, or
yeah, I don't know, Zoo. I think I think everyone, from what I've seen so far, I've seen a couple of the guys try to do a two-stop early on, earlier in the week. I don't know whether it's been worthwhile. The intermediates will hang around long enough till the track starts to dry, and what guys seem to be doing is going straight for the medium. Now, after saying that, if you've got enough of a gap, like the guys at the front have now built, nearly a 6.5 second gap, whether or not they can push that out, and with the intermediates, turn it into maybe 10 or 15 seconds, it might be worth their while to come back onto their softs just to make sure that no one's going to be catching them. But once again, I forgot to count, or can't recall exactly what the pit timing is.
Yeah. And right now in this part of the race, you'll see all the boys on the intermediates chase that wet line just to cool their tyres off just enough, just to make them last that little bit longer. So you might see some alternative lines. You might see them. You see Seckers come right in the corner. He might tuck right to the inside. No, he stays outside right now because it's wet enough. But you'll see him start to chase that wet line on the intermediates, just to keep the tyres cool.
And as we've been saying, these lap times now are starting to drop. They're into the 20s, the 120s. Almost 119 from Seckers there on the last lap. And he's got himself, he has taken off from Goat. He's got himself a 2.4 second buffer. Now, I don't know what happened there to Goat, just looking at his lap times. It doesn't look like there's anything to note. It must just be...
No, I think he's gained about half a second over the last 2 laps. So it's only 2/10 a lap. He's just trying to keep it really smooth, whether it's that MR life or Goat's just lost a slip out of that super fast McLaren, because the McLaren is so strong on the straights. And you can see Seckers right now just chasing that wet line.
Yeah.
Just to look after his tyres still look brand new, but he's chasing that wet line to keep him brand new. I imagine he's going to tuck right up in the pit lane here. No, he still stays out. Yep.
So Zoo, when do you think that, obviously as the track starts to dry out, the intermediates now are starting to get some wear. How long do you think before the guys decide enough is enough?
There's only so many laps you can get out of the mediums. So I think the maximum I've seen is 15 laps out of the mediums. So they might be running to about lap 20, 21, and then you'll see everybody jumping in the pits. If you try undercut those laps, you have no medium tyre left on the last 3-4 laps, and maybe a sitting duck.
Yeah, so I did push mine well past the wear level. I think I had nothing on the front right for nearly 7 or 8 laps. I can't say that it was quicker. I lost probably about a second of what I was doing on the mediums. So you can push them out and keep it together, but they're not going to be quick.
Yeah, there's definitely a changeover on when it makes sense and when it doesn't make sense. These boys to be onto that, they've done plenty of practice. They've had plenty of laps here. They're definitely not going to know when the changeover period is. As you see the boys come down the front straight and all tucking that inside line to try keep those tyres cool.
Just mention as well that Nuts has gone past Dale, so Having a look there. Once again, Dale's lap times, I can't see anything that's out of the ordinary, so it looks like Nuts must have just got close enough and done the pass. And Dodgy, we might take this opportunity to have a look at the leaderboards and see where our front runners are actually sitting to make the battle a little bit more interesting.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking at, of course, it's looking a lot like on track at the moment. We've got Seckers and Goat leading the Div 1 leaderboards. There's nothing between them, about 30 points, so 3 places between them. And if it stays as is, then they're probably going to increase that by about 20 points for this weekend. So if they stay side by side, there's going to be probably about 50, 60 points between them at the end of this week. We've got Dragon up there who's taken over from Flossie as well, so he's coming well in third. Tombo's sitting in fourth, followed by Nux and Dale. It is really sort of looking like the order on track, I've got to say. Then you've got Scooter 82, who is also stood in, I believe, for KZ. He's taken over this half the season. Step goes in 8th, Oil in My Blood in 9th. Corbin and Pup and Suit Lad do finalise the leaderboard. I will quickly switch over to the teams. While the numbers aren't exact, this is the order they're in. So we've got, because of Seckers and the rest of the boys, they had an awesome finish last week. I think all 3 McLarens won their divs, which damn Hexagons deserve the top spot for that. Followed very closely with TDR and Drive 25. Those, like I said, the numbers aren't exactly right. It is a bit closer than that between TDR and Drive 25. Then we've got Fangit Racing, Future Studios Racing, and rounding it off with Scuderia Quadrifolio.
Yeah, so the 6th last round of the season, and it looks like it's going to be hotting up with 5 to go after this one. It doesn't look like anyone's got a clear advantage, and all I can say from a viewing perspective, I hope it keeps going this way and it goes down to the wire on the last round.
Absolutely. Well, the next one, I'll just bring it up now. It's going to be a ball terror. We've got, actually I lied, it's not Road Atlanta next zoo. It's Catalunya in the GR3s. Oh my God, doing the F1 track. That is going to be madness.
I'm excited. I love Catalunya.
Yeah, you're about the only one.
Catalunya is so good.
Yes, and there'll be 3 races there, 7, 10 and 20 laps, as you can see on screen. So there'll be a couple of opportunities there for guys to put the previous race behind them and try to do a little bit better, pull off a few more points for their team, if not for themselves. But back to the race at the moment, we are just about to start the 15th lap, or Seckers is. Now he's got himself a 3.5 second lead over Mountain Goat, and then he's got 4 seconds back to Tombo. And Tombo's now extended it from Scooter, but it was just what you were saying there, Zoo. Once the track dries up, Tombo's now really starting to put the laps together. And no surprise, fastest lap at the moment sits with Gimpman.
100%. Just looking at top. Gimpman's in.
Yep, he must have been.
He's definitely fitted. Yeah, he's already on his mediums. Looking at tyre wear, Sex has definitely got the best of tyre wear. His look hardly touched. But in the way of fuel, Mountain Goat has got way better fuel than Seckers.
And just while we were discussing the tyre choices there, we've got Nuts has gone past Scooter. Scooter's right on his tail at the moment, and right behind them we've got Dale. So we've got a 3-way here. We'll see whether these guys stay up a little bit longer. It looks like the intermediates for all 3 guys are not too bad still. Nuts having the worst, then Scooter. But Dale's intermediates look fantastic. But that's not something to be too impressed about as the track dries. They're not going to help him.
they're only going to help for 2 laps at best.
Yep. He's about to make a pass now on Scooter as he gets side by side. Scooter's in the slip.
Honda.
Oh, he's boxed him in here. He's got nowhere to go.
And Dale's finally selected 6th gear in that Honda. You never want to select 6th gear in the Honda. It never helps. You want to stretch 5th as much as you can. Dale's sort of back in behind Scooter.
He's got a good run there, but Scooter's just as close to Nuts. No one's really getting away here, this battle group.
Oh, Dale's just showing the nose, just letting them know.
Okay, so we've had a couple of guys come in for the pits. DC Racing's in at the moment. He's about to come out. We've also had Dragon change for mediums. We've got DJ Stefko on mediums. We've got Pup on mediums. Gimpman on mediums. And Oily is the last, is the last of the. Sorry, not the last, but he's in 7th place, still on the intermediates. Everybody else in front of him also on intermediates. And Dale again, side by side with Scooter, trying to make this pass work. Scooter's a little bit further back from Nuts this time, but he's still in the slip.
Still in the slip of Nux. Nux not moving over for Dale at all. Just taking that high line, keeping those tyres cold. They're all on intermediates.
Oh, close.
Oh, Dale's still on the inside, but I don't know if he can do much here. I think he's have to concede.
Oh no, DCE's come out on the mediums, and he's had a bit of an incident there on that corner. Hopefully he stays out of the way of everyone there. He's done a good job.
Dale's end up getting past Scooter. I'm not quite sure where it happened. He's just looks to be harassing Nux a little bit. We'll see if he can make this work. He definitely, if he wants to make moves, he's definitely going to have to break these mobs.
Just a quick update up front. We've got Tombo starting to close that gap to Goat.
Dale's going on Nux, sorry guys. Looks like he's got him coming out of that final turn. No, Nux is still side
by side.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's going to have to, Dale's going to have to hold 5th gear. Hold 5th, Dale.
Look
helping
at that
Scooter.
All the way down.
Pulling out. Holy
Scooter's
moly.
bumping.
Yeah,
Oh, Dale's lost out on 2 positions there.
Well, I guess Dale just found out who his real friends are.
I was going to say he was in a no-win position there. Nuts was given the slip to Scooter. Scooter gave him the bump, and unfortunately Dale has to reposition himself again to try for another pass.
Dale's still looking really racy. You see him chuck on the inside. He's definitely wanting to wear these tyres out.
Bit of a touch
before
there
he
from
comes
Scooter.
Look at Dale. Around the outside. He's going to get the inside on this one.
Oh,
Will he
Nuts
get
with
the
a little
drive out?
mistake there.
Oh, is that a 2 for 1? I'm pretty sure that's a 2 for 1.
That's a 2 for 1, and I must admit that was not where I was expecting it to happen.
No, well done, Dale. We'll see what happens on the straight, but he's definitely taking a 2 for right now.
Well,
it might only last for 30 seconds, but...
Well, looking at the tyres, Nuts and Scooter have got nothing on their right, whereas Dale has still got about just under a quarter. So I think it was that grip that saved him in the end and gave him the advantage around that last corner.
Wow, that was great racing, Dale.
He's starting to pull away already. And Scooter's in. And so is Oily. So there are still only 5 guys out there at the moment on intermediates. The rest of the field is now changed or making a change.
There's got to be an undercut there, surely, by now.
Yeah, I think the same thing, Dodge. I think that this may not work out for Dale or for Nuts.
Exactly. The only issue is that 15 laps on mediums is quite difficult. So do you blow off lap speed at the end, or do you try to save a bit? And
I think Dale's at a slight disadvantage here. He's got less fuel than Nuts does. Nuts just under a quarter. Dale is well half of a quarter. So he's going to have to put in a little bit more fuel. And Goat's in now as we speak.
Dale will be in. No, Dale goes again.
Tombo and Seckers stay out, so this will be interesting to see whether or not Goat gets the advantage here. Nuts in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether or not the first three guys, Seckers, Tombo, and Dale, have made a mistake here by going the extra lap. I think the medium's going to be at least a second or two faster than the intermediate. So
I think Seckers is right where he is. I think he is far enough in front.
I know the Honda is you really have to rev it to get it to move. So him, Dale using a bit more fuel. It's just the nature of their Honda.
Well, I just want to bring your attention to the fact that Goat just came out of the pits and Gimp just flew past him.
Wow.
So Gimp is 2 seconds in front of Goat.
I also want to point out that Gimp's tyres are less than ideal.
Oh,
so
wow.
Imagine Gimp might be doing a two-stopper right now. So he might be jumping on the softs.
They are, you're dead right, Sue. They don't look good at all with 15 laps yet to go. They look very unhealthy.
I've got a funny feeling he's going to run them red. Oh,
he may do.
The wall.
Oh no!
Nudge.
Secker's going around again.
His tyres look great for intermediates, but they're not the quicker tyre.
No, he's in the 18s. What are the other guys doing on the mediums at the moment?
17.5.
Tombo's also following him again in the intermediates, but his tyres are screaming.
Oh yeah, Tombo's
I'm pretty sure they're
nothing on the right hand. Yeah, nothing on the right hand side.
Yeah, 6 foot under. They've already done the speech. The tyres are done. For Tombo, he has to be in.
Dale's come out and Nuts and Scooter have cleared him.
Seconds in.
By a long way.
In position 9, it is all on for young and old.
Tombo's in.
Oh, there's a four-way at the back here,
yeah.
Comes out. We've got Pup, Dragon, Dale, and Oily. Nose to tail. 8th through to 11th.
And Gimp he's pulling purple times at the moment. See if he catches Seckers. Seckers is fueling up now.
Dodgy, if we jump on with CJ and just do a rear camera view, you will see him under the pressure.
Yep. And Seckers has come out 4 seconds in front of Gimp. It'll probably iron on down to about 2. So we'll jump on with Pup.
The Super Dragon's just going around the outside of Pup. Dale might pull in the inside to follow Dragon. He's pulled. He's double overtake. It's another 2 for 1. It's another 2 for. It's such a wild race between these two.
Gimp is 1.2 behind Seckers.
Wow.
Dale's got a nice line around turn 2. See if he can get the boys behind him to fight. Oh, Dragon's come up the inside. Just letting him know. Letting Dale know that he's there. He's racy. Ready to go.
His Dragon's got his tyres down to just under half at the moment. He's just gone purple through that corner. So he's got a long way to go. Those tyres aren't going to last. They're probably going to go totally worn, I'd say, by lap 25, 26. So he's going to have at least 10 laps some of these boys are going to have to make a decision, like you said, Zoo. They may have to do a two-stopper. I don't know whether or not you can actually do 10 laps with no tyre.
I'm with you, Midrisky. I couldn't know either. I can't even do one lap with no tyre.
On this track, it seems to be manageable. Obviously, you're going to be down a second and a half, but you can manage it. But you're just not going to be. You're not going to be having the pace as the other guys. You're not going to be competitive.
Oh, Dragon goes 2 tenths up on purple. The best case scenario for Dale is that Dragon runs out of tyre and holds up Pup and then holds up Oil behind him.
Yeah,
and he just gets a pull away.
A lot of guys are going purple at the moment. We'll have to see who at the end of this lap comes out with the best lap. But I'm looking at Tombo's just gone purple. Right, so yeah, Sekus has just taken the fastest lap. Mountain Goat's just taken the fastest lap. Scooter's just taken the fastest lap.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Nuts has just taken the fastest lap.
I can see the boys getting 14s here, high 14s. Be where you want to be right now.
Yeah, so yeah, I can't see the guys maintaining 15s and 14s with no tread. They'll be doing 15s and 16s. Oh, we got Pup here. Dragon, Pup and Dale. Dragon's just gone past Dale. Oh, Pup's giving him a bit of a nudge there. He's gone into braking. Oh, no.
Dale's back up the inside. Leaves him on the outside here. We'll see who's got the better brakes.
That was just slightly messy there.
Oh, Dragon goes in deep. Pup to sand. Thank you very much. I'll just wait. Just be patient, Pup. You got this.
Yeah, Dragon's definitely... He's doing a fantastic job, but those tyres are not going to help him around these fast-paced corners.
Pup's got to be licking his lips.
Not sure what the blue flag there was for. Gimp's gone in for another set. Let's have a look what he comes out on.
Been a big lag spike there with Pup and must have been Dragon, because it boosted Dragon so far ahead of Dale it wasn't funny.
Hackers confirmed. I know how those control boys. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
So that that Lambo must drink, because Pup just came out with 11 laps to go with half a tank of fuel and new mediums.
Wow. He must have had an incident up there, old Gimpy, because Goat had him at the end too. So Goat had gotten into second before Gimp came in.
Yeah, those tyres wouldn't have been helping him any.
Oh, Dragon goes a bit wide. It's allowing Dale up.
Dale should get the best of the Dragon and Pup just on tyre wear alone. Although Dragon's setting purples.
Dale's trying to get him on the low side. Don't know if you quite have the speed coming out there. There's your blue flags right on the inside of the track there.
Yes, yeah. Pup's in for another set as well, and almost out of fuel. I'm actually quite surprised some of the guys are doing 2 stops.
Yeah.
Seconds right up the front here.
14.9.
9.
Phenomenal.
And his tyres look brand new. Run around with a bit under half a tank.
Yeah, I vote we're kicking.
Just Tombo's also pulled 14.9. He's got a 14.973. So half a hundredth off.
Tombo will be chasing that fastest lap too. If I know Tombo, he'll be racing for position and the fastest lap.
Oh, a bit of a wall ride there, far out. It was quite a bit of wall there from Tombo.
I didn't see any sparks, but I know what you're saying. He was on the wrong side of that little curb. Oh, He's got on the outside of Scooter.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
I don't know how he held on to that.
Tombo has the reflexes of a alley cat. I can
Yeah, I was
tell
going
you
to say
that
the
now.
same. Yeah, that was phenomenal driving. He's got the drive here. He's got Scooter again. He's taken the high line on the outside. Scooter's not giving him any space whatsoever. He's making him go around a long way.
Tombo's got a bit more tyre than Scooter, but I know Scooter can drive with no tyre. So we'll see what happens. I think Tombo might be lining him up for the front straight, just to drive around him. You might give him a little bit of space here, and then come in strong and make sure he can pass him. Yeah, here we go. He's got that BMW power in the Toyota Supra, that B58 power, and we'll
He's
see if
hunting
he
him
can
down.
see if we can get around him. Oh, that Cayman must be fast.
I think Tombo's problem there is he's going over that top curb on that final corner, and everyone's been calling that corner Velcro corner all week. Because if you go up near that wall, it almost sticks you to the bloody road and stops you. It really slows you down.
Oh,
Okay.
Tombo
He's
had
finally
a
made the move.
bit of a Velcro there too on that.
Yeah, but
turn three.
Scooter's tyres are a lot worse than Tombo's, so no surprise. It was only a matter of time. He's got grip around these corners at high pace. And there's not much else on the track as we look back. Nuts is about 3.8 seconds behind Scooter and Tombo. Another 3.6 seconds back to DJ Stefko, who's made his way into 6th position. Dale 5 seconds back. Oily 2.5 seconds back, and Gimpman is unfortunately nearly 14 seconds back behind Dale, so I can't see that Gimp's going to be able to close that gap up and make any real significant gains. So while we were covering that, I think Dragon's also come in as well. He's changed for a new set of mediums, and he's doing low 15.1s, so he's pretty quick. So his lap time here is 15.2.
Correct me, boys, were the softs not an option? I thought the softs were an option as well.
They are.
Yeah, it was just the
Cool.
the mediums were mandatory.
Yeah. I might have thought the boys at 2 stopped might have jumped on the softs and tried to punch out some 112s. I could be wrong though.
I couldn't make the softs work as well here. The mediums felt a lot more comfortable than the softs did. The softs seemed to turn in too hard on all the corners for me.
I hear you. Yeah, I like a slippery tyre as well. I get very similar pace at a slippery tyre than softer tyre.
Goat just doesn't seem to be. I don't know whether he's resigned himself to 2nd place here. His last lap was 16. Lap before that was a 15.8. His tyres are definitely getting down, and he may have a fuel problem as well. He's got a quarter of a tank left with 6 laps to go, or 5.5. That's another wall ride.
Yeah.
That's some of these guys. It's not a full wall ride, but there are some definite half wall rides.
That looked really weird by Tombo, but I'd be careful of Tombo. He's really got some great dry pace around this track.
Yeah, a Scooter behind him has got no front right whatsoever, and his rear right will disappear before the end of the race as well. But he's staying within touch, within 1 second of Tombo.
Nux is also on the very edge of tyre limit. And then we got DJ in that little Alpha. What a great little car. It's not its forte here, but what a great little car.
they're pretty well spaced out at the moment. There's no one really to check to see where the battle is. Secca's out in front at the moment, is just under half worn tyres, and just under a quarter of a tank left, with coming up with 3.5 laps to go, and he's just gone purple again.
Purple. By two 100s, but that's still purple. 100%. And he nails that first bit of the S's. Can he pull it in for the second bit? Oh, I don't think that's tight enough to grab another purple. But still, a machine.
Yeah,
Second's
he's lost
machine.
it. Yeah.
No, second is in the machine. He needs to get the hell out of my McLaren.
Fair enough. It is a nice car. Always hated it. I drove it for a little bit. Yeah, it's not bad. Dodgy, it's not bad.
It's improved a hell of a lot, that car.
Both Group 3 and Group 4, it's a pretty nice car.
It's just I find it to be one of the most versatile cars in the field. It's not particularly excellent anywhere, but it's pretty bloody good everywhere.
100%. And the Group 4 is beef. I love the Honda Group 4. Funny as that sounds, everybody's probably going to hate me for that. The Group 4 Honda is an awesome little car. As funny as that sounds, I like the Group 4 Honda. I hate the Group 3 Honda, but I love the Group 4 Honda.
Yes, well,
Pretty even.
yeah, I'm just looking. There's no real battles. Well, yeah, there's nowhere near a battle at the moment. Everyone is either 3 to 4 seconds or more at the moment. Secca's has got himself now an 8-second lead, so there is distance between all the drivers at the moment, and it could look like this is how it'll stay unless Noah calls down the next flood, which I don't think we're going to see.
Tombo's 3.5, 3.4 behind Goat.
Yeah, but keeping an eye on it.
Bit more tyre, bit less tyre wear.
Yeah, I mean, keep an eye on it.
Bringing it down.
It's only coming down by tenths, and as I said, all the other drivers are between 3 and 4 seconds apart. So no one really making any huge inroads at the moment. Everyone seems to be. Tyres seem to all be done. Everyone's resigned themselves to the fact that they've got 2.5 laps to go, and they're just going to have to manage the course with the tyres they've got, or they haven't got. Fuel doesn't seem like it's going to be an issue. Tombo's looking like, yeah, he's just gone red now with 2 laps to go, so he's going to have to manage himself.
Tombo is bringing down the Delta to Mountain Goat reasonably rapidly.
Yeah, but I don't know whether he can maintain it. If he keeps going at this pace, he's going to run out of fuel before halfway in the last lap. So he's going to have to slow down at some point, because there does come a point where you can no longer manage your fuel. You've gone so far that it will run out, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So he just needs to. You're right there, Zoo. Yeah.
2-3, 2-2.
Yep, he's definitely knocked a good second off, if not more.
Yeah, easily. 2-1. 2 seconds.
I don't like the look of his fuel tank. He's got to do.
I know, but he's making the best. 1.9. Yeah, Tombo's really. All eyes on Tombo right now. 1.8.
Yeah. Jesus. Holy
He's gone into speedway mode and centered him with the back wheels rubbing the wall on that one, and that's split out the gap as well. He's backed off. He's realised that was a bit naughty, and then Tombo's gained that like 3 tenths back on him. So Tombo has no rear tyre left at all on the right hand side.
We've got 3 guys in trouble here on fuel. We've got Tombo, Scooter, and Nuts, and they're all flashing. And DJ Stefko, these guys. Oh, I tell you what.
Oh, DJ.
Got my
Love you,
fingers
DJ.
Oh, he just like,
Come on, man.
That red line is disappearing quickly.
Yeah. Oh, DJ. Please, bro. Please just make it.
He would have to have the fuel mix on right up as the highest he possibly could, because, yeah, that is looking ridiculously dangerous. He must have, because he's only pulling 238, 240. He'd be fully aware, as most of the other drivers would, that their fuel is getting dangerous.
Tombo
Dangerously low.
has no right tyres. That's it. That's his race done, I think. He can go really hard in the right-hand turns,
Well,
left-hand turns. He's going to have
by
to...
seconds. Wow.
Wow.
Here he
Yeah,
goes, coming around the last corner for his last lap.
And where's he going, the pits? No, he's going right. He looked like it.
Great race.
Well done, Seckers. That's a whitewash.
Oh,
He's
Tombo
got both
is
races.
absolutely out. He's gonna definitely. And that's it. He's just run out. But he'll get there.
Maybe that flex seal leaks a little bit, and he
These
wasn't quite
guys.
enough.
I don't
They
see
have timed
Stefko
their
coming
run.
back there. Has he run out of fuel? He's racing for it.
Oh, here we go. Jail's coming up. Will it happen?
He just started to lose about 50 from the end there. So unlucky Dale there, couldn't get him. And Oily comes across in 8th. Gimp in 9th. Oh, Gimp with a bit of a slide, a bit of a no-no. We've got Dragon in 10th. Pup now coming around the last corner in 11th. And poor DCE, unfortunately, will have to finish this lap because he crossed the start finish before Seckers got across there. So there he goes.
That's a beautiful looking car, though. That Mustang. You gotta love it. Love the Mustang.
Congratulations,
Wow.
Seckers, Mountain Goat, and Tombo.
Pretty emphatic win there by Seckers. That was a great job.
Yeah. Oh, that was a clean sweep by Seckers for the second week in a row. He's really loving that McLaren.
And he's got himself, he's not only run the race, he's got the fastest lap there with a 14.921. Got Tombo in the 14s, the only other guy in the 14s with a 973. Everyone else in the low 15s there. So the guys were really putting some pace down on that track.
Absolutely. How do you think we're going to go at Catalunya? Wow. I'm worried. Something
Yes.
tells me this season maybe in Dam's pocket at the moment. I think Dale might finally win one.
No, can't be with him. Not with the Alpha.
Oh, I don't know about that. That McLaren is doing a good job. I think the Alpha's going to hopefully do well at Atlanta in 2 weeks. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, such a great car, Dodgy.
Yeah.
I love that little Alpha.
Well, gentlemen,
next week,
Catalonia.
oof, Catalonia.
Have I mentioned every season how much I hate Catalonia? You want me to say it again? I really hate Catalonia.
I love Catalonia. It's my favourite.
No worries. At least
but it's close.
I think it's going to be a dry one. I'm pretty sure it can't rain at Catalonia on GT7. So fingers crossed for that. I am sure the weather and tyre god of that week will do something to make it a bit different. It's been different every race so far this season, and it has been great. So a big thank you to you two gentlemen for joining us tonight. Mid, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Yeah, well, the pleasure was ours. You to have your voice back on stream. We've missed it. Make sure it comes back again. Zoo, another night for you in the box. Are we going to have a third one this season? What do you reckon?
Love you, lads. The last race, if I'm worthy, I could be in.
Oh, that's a long one. That's a hard slog, but I'll have you for that. Let's go it. Righto, gentlemen. Well, thank you very much for this evening. Congratulations again to the podium. I think it was 1-2. Same for both races. It has been a great night. We're over and done with. We will catch you next week at Catalunya.